Hey everyone, so I'm back again for another video. This time around I have some 6th gen pickups. I have a couple special things here that I was really happy to get. And I also have one PS1 game that I got when I traded in some games to a local game store. And I'm going to show you that game last. But first off is... what am I going to show first? Okay, first is this. I went to a Salvation Army and I walked in and I took a look at the stack of games that they usually have at the front of the store behind the counter. Most of the times it's just PC games, and on top of the stack of PC games, on top of a stack of actually Sims expansion sets, I see this Black and Game Boy Advance SP. It is kind of scratched up, you can probably tell. And it was only $4.99. The condition that it was in, though, when I got it was just disgusting. It had not only stickers, but sticker residue and like just other general dirt, like completely coating this. And it didn't turn on either. And the only reason I was really willing to risk buying this and not having it work is because, well, there's two reasons really. It was only $4.99, and it came with a game as well. And the game that was in here, I knew that because I already have it in my collection, I could definitely trade it and get my money back if anything was wrong with this. The game that was in there was Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, and I knew that at the very least $5 trade credit I could get for this, and I could possibly get even more for trade credit on this game. And I got that for $5. So while I was there at the Salvation Army, I asked the girl behind the counter, is there anything else game related? I took a look behind, there's this one sort of piece of clothing that sort of sits there with a whole bunch of like jewelry and stuff pinned to it for some reason. I don't know why they sort of had the jewelry displayed on this one piece of clothing. But she just moved it out of the way so I could take a better look at what games and TV shows on DVD were there. And there wasn't anything really there. Like, when it came to games, there was nothing else at all. And I was like, okay, I guess that's it. I'll just buy this. And the girl tells me, oh, well, we have this thing over here. And she pulls out this case. As you can probably tell, it's a GameCube carrying case. It's pretty big. And it was not labeled, so I asked the girl, well, how much is it going to be? And she runs over to her supervisor, and her supervisor says, well, $14.99. So she sticks a whole bunch of price tags on it, and now there's not only one, but 3 price tags on it. And I think there were even a couple more, but they fell off. I don't know why she went ahead and stuck those many on there, but that's what she decided to price it at. Now, you might think, why would I spend $14.99 on that already, considering that I have several GameCubes, including my Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness GameCube over there with the Game Boy player? Well, here's why. I'll go ahead and show you. So, the console that was inside was just a standard Indigo controller. Sorry, just a standard Indigo console. And it is the second revision because it is missing serial port 2, but it still has the digital audio out or whatever, the digital AV out. I was like, I don't really care about this. It had the power cable and the AV cable as well, so I knew right off the bat that I could just possibly trade this for something else and keep the case for free. Because I was like, $14.99, the money that I put into that, I could definitely get rid of the GameCube and the cables for at least $15, possibly even more. Not entirely sure because I have terrible luck with selling GameCubes, but I might just try to trade it into a store. Now, again, you're wondering, why did I even bother buying this? The reason is because at first I was like, where are the controllers? I don't understand. Somebody traded in the GameCube in this carrying case. Did they not have controllers in the carrying case, or what's the deal? And then I realized that there's a front flap. There's another pocket in there, and I look inside the pocket, and I find two very dirty controllers, but they cleaned up great. The two dirty controllers that were inside were actually Wavebird controllers, along with the two receivers. Now, I have three Wavebird controllers, one Platinum, but I only have two receivers, so that kind of sucks. I'm still looking for another receiver, but the receivers go for way too much. Sometimes I see even the sets of controller and receiver go for well over $50, sometimes even disgustingly close to $100, and I don't understand why they would sell for that much. Like, I mean, they are great controllers, and it's great that they're wireless too, but I mean, that's a little obscene to pay for just a controller. So, for $15, I got the two controllers, the receivers, the console, the carrying case, and the cables. And I'm just going to go ahead, get rid of the console and the cables, and I'm just going to keep these in the case pretty much for free. So I'm very, very, very happy to add those two to my collection. Now, the second last game I want to show you guys is a game that I got at the Value Village. I went to the Value Village first, right before I went to the Salvation Army, and I looked through the DVDs. I looked through the entire store, really, but I went to the DVD section because that's where the games are, and I couldn't really find anything worthwhile. The most interesting game there, to me, was Monsters, Inc. for the PS2. It was only $2.99, and it was really clean inside, and everything was there. Like, I mean, the disc has, like, absolutely no scratches on it, and it's a game that I don't have, and I really did like the Monsters, Inc. movie, and it is, like, a platformer, and I like myself a good platformer, so I'm going to have to check that out. And then the last thing that I got, actually, while I was at the Value Village, I also bought a couple of mangas, but those are going to be in a separate video. The last thing I got, though, I got when I went to this local video game store called Iceman Video Games. I went ahead and traded in some extras, some doubles that I had, and I got more trade credit. I had already $11 of trade credit at the store, but I forgot to bring my receipt from when I traded in some other stuff. So I wasn't able to use it. They didn't have it listed in their system. But with the games that I brought in a copy of Pokemon Black 2 and a copy of Pocket Monsters Silver version without a working save battery. And she offered me $30 trade credit on them, so I went ahead and took that. And the game that I traded them for is Digimon Rumble Arena for the PS1. Now, I wish that the game that I had gotten was Rumble Arena 2, because it's, well, obviously a better game because it's the sequel. It's still pretty much the exact same gameplay, but it looks better, and to be honest, it's worth a lot more than this. They had this marked at $30, and I thought $30 for this game was a bit steep, but since I was just trading towards it, and the two games that I had traded for it, I had paid a total of $15 on them. I thought I might as well add this game to my collection because, well, to be honest, it's worth about 15 to 20 bucks. But lately, Digimon games have been going up and up and up in price. Not to say that they were never priced high. Digimon games are always valued a little bit higher than a lot of other games. Anyways, now I'm just rambling. As always, leave comments in the comment section below. Anything you'd like to say, comments, questions, suggestions, ideas, anything at all, and I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Check out my Facebook, my Twitter, my website. They're all linked in the description below. And that's it for this time, and see ya.